Thank you, Madam Chair, and thanks to both chairs for this. I want to thank you for coming out, as I will thank everyone in the audience for being kind enough to come out. I think that the real question that we're, at least in this hearing, is a question of roles. And I think that you've explained your role well, that you are really dealing with the question of the financial fiduciary responsibilities to the state of New York, to the people therein. Perhaps we need to explain our role a little bit better. While we have the same role that you have, we have a more holistic role, of course. And that part of that role is to uphold the needs and the values of the people of New York. And there are times when these roles seem to clash, and the larger need and value of New York State needs to come through. For example, during the apartheid period of human history, we divested. We said that although there may be enough money in these things, we wanted to get out of those things because they were horrible to the people of New York State and to the world. We wanted to express our position. If we had been around during the time of Nazi Germany, we would divest. We would say that although there may be money to be made, that there may be a rate of return that would be favorable, that we indeed would get out of these things. And if we chose not to divest, I would say that that reflected horrible. Let's imagine for a second that there were a group of people in New York State at that time that did not divest. I think that history would speak volumes against them, that they did not understand or stood against the role of history, that they put money over human beings. Now, I would submit that the problem that we're dealing with, climate change, is more of a danger to the human family than both of those monstrosities combined. While those monstrosities we did and should have done everything possible to extinguish them from the face of the earth, this one is a threat to human existence. And therefore, the question of how much we can make is, I mean, there's many places that we could put our money. If the only thought was making money, then we should legalize every drug there is, and we could do all kinds of stuff. Obviously, no one in here feels that there are things within the boundaries of decency, just downright decency, which we all share. I would suggest to you that more knowledge has come, and we will have to, we're gonna have to change, or we're not going to exist. And under those conditions, money, while it is necessary and it is not an evil, I'm not making it into some evil thing. I am saying that if we don't do this, and some people give us 12 years, if we don't do this in a timely fashion, we're not going to be around. And that, I would suggest to you, should be the role of the people on this side. You're doing your role well. I applaud you for that. I encourage you to think wider, think of these larger points, but I understand your role, and I encourage us to do our role. And on that, I'm going to respect the chair and turn this back to her.